You can record your own macros for tasks you do repeatedly. Just be sure and save them to the personal workbook to make them available to all workbooks. After you record your first macro, your personal workbook will be visible in your Visual Basic editor. I am going to show you how to record a macro and save it to your personal workbook. Then we will attach the macro to a toolbar in the main menu. We'll start with the date. I'd like to show you how to record a simple macro and attach it to your main menu. So first we need to make our Visual Basic editor menu so that we can get to it easily. So we're going to right click on the menu bar and say Customize, and then on the toolbar tab we're going to click on Visual Basic Editor, turn it on, and close. Now that's on our main menu bar. Right here is the Visual Basic Editor, which we're going to be using in a moment. First, we're going to record a simple macro. You click on the Record Macro. You name your macro, and we're going to make a date function. Then you make sure that it's stored in the personal macro book, and then you click OK. I've used that name before, so it's not. You have to put macro in first of it. So we're going to put MCR for macro. Then it'll let you save it. Now it is in the recording mode. So now we're going to click in a cell, going to insert an equal sign, type the word today. We're going to use a open and close parenthesis and hit the enter key. Now that puts today's date in there. Now we want that to be able to click on a simple button in the menu, and it will insert the date where we want it. So now we're going to stop our macro. Click on it to stop it. Now we're going to go to the Visual Basic Editor. It always records your macro in the last module that you see when you're recording a new one. So it's module 4 is the last one recorded. So we open it and it gives us our macro. Now we do not want it to always put our date in D6. We want it to place our date where we select. So we're going to click in front of the first range setting, and we are going to put in an apostrophe, which rims out that statement. So when you click off of it, you'll see that it's green. That means that it is not going to execute that command. So we also don't want it to execute the next range setting. So we'll put another one in right there. Now we want to make sure that we're always in the personal workbook when we're saving. Otherwise your macro may not get saved. So you want to click just anywhere within your modules. It doesn't matter, and when you point to the Save button, it should say Save Personal Macro. Workbook, I'm sorry. Then we're going to close the editor, and we're going to right click on the menu bar. And we're going to say Customize. And we're going to create in the toolbar tab, we're going to make a new toolbar. Click. Now you have to name it. So we're going to name the toolbar Date. And say OK. Now we're going to, with the left mouse button, we're going to hold down the mouse button, and you see that star that allowed us to move it, and we want to place it on our menu. Now we want to go to Commands. We want to slide down to Macros, and that will give us a macro button. So now we're going to move that up to our toolbar. Now we're going to right click and we're going to name it Date. We're going to click on Text Only. Then we're going to right click on it again, and we're going to assign our macro to the button. So our date is macro date, and we're going to say OK. Now we're going to close. And now we can place our cursor in any cell we want. So we will place it this cell, and we will click the date button, and the date is there. The pound signs mean it's too wide for the column, so you can move the column out. Or you can insert it, and you can go up and change the font size to a smaller size if you'd like. You can also change the date format. You can right click on the cell, you can say format the cell, and you can choose a different format of what has a variety here that you can actually have it say the word in the date. Of course, it's very wide, so you have to have it wider. So you have lots of capabilities there, and you could have recorded these functions within the macro, and the macro would have done all of the formatting for you when you insert it. Now, it is a formula, so it will insert that formula. So if you put your date in a spreadsheet and you would like it to remain that specific date that you put in, then you need to right click on that date, on that cell. You want to say copy, right click again, say paste special, and values, and OK. Now when you open this sheet again, that date will remain November the 26th. And that's how you insert a macro, and you have it remain on your main menu. When you save macros to your personal workbook, they will always show up when you close and reopen Excel. I don't want to save book 1, but I'll reopen Excel. And as you can see, I still have my date button.
Okay.